and welcome to Tokyo, the capital of Japan. My name is Yaturo, and I'm 8 years old. I'm learning to play a wadaiko. That's a typical Japanese drum. Follow me. To play the wadaiko, we have to go to the gym. I'm part of an orchestra that's kind of unusual. There are 40 members, and we all play the same instrument. You're probably wondering why we go to the gym to play an instrument. Well, before we play, we have to warm up. Playing this drum takes a lot of strength. It's really a sport. After we warm up, we get in position to play our instruments. But during the lesson, we don't play real wadaikos because they're too fragile. We play on tires that have skins stretched over them. The hardest part is to stay in rhythm. We don't just play any old way. The movements are very complicated, and if one person makes a mistake, it disturbs the concentration of the whole orchestra. If you ask me, the wadaiko isn't an instrument for cowards. Long ago, the samurai warriors played them to frighten their enemies. Unfortunately, at home, I don't have a drum to practice on. My parents think it makes too much noise. The only one who understands me is my little sister. In fact, she found a solution for me. Replacing the drumsticks with chopsticks. That way I can continue to play even when I'm at home. Come on, I'll give you a little private concert. Yutaro. I mustn't let anything disturb my concentration. That's what the teacher always says. Hey, the toaster sounds good. Yutaro. Since nobody seems to appreciate my talent here at home, I'll go somewhere else. The wadaiko is such an important part of the Japanese culture that it's even included in the Buddhist religion. In every Buddhist temple, you will find at least one wadaiko. All wadaikos are constructed in the same way. The body of the drum is carved out of a single piece of wood. Then it's covered with cowhide and decorated. This wadaiko is so old that when the monk tells me to play it, I'm a little afraid to. All right, I'll try. Hope I don't make any mistakes. To tell you the truth, I'm afraid I might break this old drum. Not only because it's old, but because the monk has told me that you don't play it exactly the same way as you would in the orchestra. The monk is explaining to me that here in the temple, the wadaiko is played to give rhythm to the prayers and songs and bring inner peace, which isn't at all what we practice in the gym. When he plays it, it looks easy, but when I have to, it seems very difficult. Maybe you can't tell, but the tempo is hard to find. I think I'd rather take lessons at the gym. Today, we're preparing for a big festival, so we're going to rehearse with real wadaikos. As you can see, there are a few different kinds of wadaikos. Depending on their size, the wood they're made out of, and the texture of the skin they're covered with, the sounds they make can be completely different. Listen. The piece we're playing is over 4 minutes long, and we're on our own now. The teacher isn't marking the tempo like he usually does. All 40 of us have to keep the same rhythm perfectly. No wonder we're all sweating so much. We can't open the window because the neighbors would complain about the noise. This is the big night. We're really nervous. Everyone is dressed in the traditional kimono because we're playing in front of 50,000 people. Everything went great. You could even say we're a hit. Since our teacher's proud of our performance, we get to stay and watch the fireworks. I'm sure that after this celebration, my parents will let me have a Wadaiko to practice on at home.